Well, here we are. Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, is there anything else you want to ask me?
You're the one who looked after the...
Don't think I was trying to hide it.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from them.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error. Anything else?
I preferred...
Why's that?
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's a remarkably sturdy man.
A sad old man.
Gee, if you don't want to listen...
Nightfall.
I'll go with...
Why not?
Right. Let's go.
$1693. This house is much older than it, but the architecture seems... Poor kid. Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas...
I must say it's...
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins...
Not to our knowledge. I don't understand.
Why were they buried?
I was given to believe that it...
Strange idea.
Mrs. Hawkins' father?
Let's go...
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary?
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The caretaker takes great care of these graves. The caretaker takes... Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins. I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on duck.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true.
It's painful to be the last.
You don't know how right you are. Understood.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't... If you have a good reason to...
There's vermin.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I if there's nothing else to fear...
Right, go on then.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you. Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here, smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
Silas managed to bring the...
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? They had a fight. Why? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Did it stop at the time of the fire? Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really?
I can tell where young Simon...
I can't help you on...
Without your author...
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know.
I'm sorry, Bradley. I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Charles sure liked that drink.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been...
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene. That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they
would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help?
Oh, yeah?
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his... Your clock must have already have stopped.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. I see no reason to doubt his word.
So be it. Let's move on. I suspect this
That's what the investigation's...
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was through...
For heaven's sakes, no.
I firmly believe this fire was
What?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person. The lyrics of The Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein,
Do you know
dated
that the Hawkins were among
1818.
the wealthiest families on the island?
Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading. This place was falling apart long before the fire. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting. There's something disturbing about this painting. 20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police? Locked. What will her room reveal about her? Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment. This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give. It's no use. The padlock won't give. This door is locked.
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. This door is blocked from the outside. This place was falling apart long before the fire. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. Locked. The boys' room. A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. It's no use. The padlock won't give. This door is locked.
Did you hear that?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
This door is locked.
Did you hear that?
Locked. 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 This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life. The door is blocked on the other side. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. The door is blocked on the other side. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Bradley? Is that you? It's no use. The padlock won't give. Is anyone there? You! Stop! Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far. This door is blocked from the outside.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go? It looks like an old seaway map. As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Do you really think that your
This
future
panel
came in
is
here?
movable.
I don't see any way out.
Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. Great. I managed to force the gears. Looks like I've triggered something. The Scylla.
Well done, Pierce.
It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.